Chicago has been the epicenter of the Midwest for over a century, but in the 1800s, snooty people in New York looked down their noses at the nation's second city because it was known for being the animal slaughtering capital of the world. So in the late 1800s, Chicago was like, we'll show you, we're gonna have the best f***ing World's Fair ever. Back in the 1800s, world fairs were all the rage. People from across the world would go to them to see the latest products and inventions. Chicago was chosen to host the 1893 World's Fair, and the city knew that it had to get it right in order to overcome its reputation of being a crooked, dangerous, and cattle-slaughtering hellhole. So a bunch of buildings were erected in only 2 years in Jackson Park, just south of the Museum of Science and Industry, one of the few buildings that remains from the fair. But what is now the backside was then the front. The event was named the Columbian Exposition to commemorate the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus discovering the New World in 1492. The bad news of the exposition is that it had a serial killer, human beings on display, and a deadly fire. The good news is that Frederick Pabst won the Blue Ribbon for his beer, or so he claimed. When the fair ended after 6 months, most of the buildings were torn down for some inexplicable and suspicious reasons, which justifiably created many conspiracy theories, including the mud flood and the Tartarian Empire. Despite the suspicious buildup and teardown of the World Fair, it helped Chicago change its reputation of being a dirty, corrupt, and dangerous city to the honest, clean, and safe city it is today.
Bing, pow, boom.